At Home with Morgan Hawk is sponsored by Veridian Credit Union, an Iowa original since 1934.
Welcome out to the ballpark. It's Bark in the Park, a great afternoon for baseball as the Colonels take on Kane County. And here on Bark in the Park, we're joined by Jan Clark of the Cedar Valley Humane Society. Jan, it's great to have you here along with Gemma.
Gemma, yes, it's great to be here. Thanks for having us. This is Gemma. She's one of the many dogs that we have cared for this year. She's already adopted, so don't get your heart set on her. But we have a lot more dogs and cats at the shelter, so yeah.
Tell us a little bit about what the Cedar Valley Humane Society does.
Well, we take in lost and stray animals. We take in animals who are no longer wanted. We also provide care for injured animals. And so we do all of that with the generosity of the community because we are a nonprofit organization.
Sure, and you're telling me about a thrift store you have. Tell us about that.
Right. We have, it's called the Second Chance Thrift Store, and it's located down behind Coe College at 617 Center Point Road Northeast. And basically it's got everything that a regular thrift store would have. We do have, of course, a pet supply section as well. But we've got household items, we've got clothing, we've got all kinds of great stuff like that.
Now, where do the store proceeds go to?
They go to the animals. They go to help us care for animals just like Gemma. They help us provide vaccines and medical needs, diagnostics and things like that, other medicines, and of course just the everyday routine care as well.
Sure. You talked about the community support. What are some of the ways that the Humane Society reaches out to the community?
Well, we have wonderful volunteers, and in fact, you'll probably see some here today because we have several working at the hydration stations and the little area down by the Bark in the Park where the dogs are. But we have some wonderful volunteers. They take our animals to pet therapy into like retirement residences and stuff, and kind of brighten their day. We do school visits, and of course, they do fundraisers and other community events for us as well.
Sure. So, are you always looking for volunteers?
Absolutely. We are always looking for volunteers, and it's very easy to become a volunteer. All you need to do is go on our website at cvhumane.org, and you'll find the volunteer section, and there's a form, an online form that you can fill out, and then you get that done, and you would come to a volunteer orientation, which we hold right here at Veterans Memorial Stadium. So
Great.
yeah, it's pretty easy.
Now, what is the website where people can go to find all the information?
Yep, you could go to cvhumane.org, and we have all of our adoptable animals on there as soon as they become available. There's also all kinds of information as far as making donations and our wish list, of course. That's very important to us. People are always wondering, what is it you need, you know?
Right.
And so that's right online. And if you are interested in the thrift store, you can go to cvhsthriftstore.com, and we do have a blog there. It talks about our specials and things that we might have in the thrift store.
Now, let's talk a little more about the animals like Gemma here. Now, you bring in animals that have been abandoned, perhaps just not cared for, basically all types.
That's right. We bring in all types of animals. We primarily serve Linn County, but we do have some towns in Johnson County, and of course some of the towns in Linn County, most of the towns in Linn County that we serve as well,
Right.
as far as people to bring us their animals. But we take care of all kinds of animals like that, and we do temperament testing to make sure that they're, you know, of good behavior and everything before we put them in our adoption area. All of our animals are spayed and neutered, and they all have microchips, which is very important because, of course, if they manage to get out of your fence or whatever, they could be brought to any vet or to any shelter and scanned, and then that'll come up with your name and address, so you'll get your animal back a lot faster. So they're microchipped and spayed and neutered, and all of their first rounds of shots.
Now, where are you guys located?
We are at 7411 Mount Vernon Road, southeast, and that is a quarter of a mile east of Highway 13 on Mount Vernon Road.
And you guys are open 7 days a week.
We
That's something that
are.
really surprised me.
Yeah, we're open 7 days a week. We open at noon every day, and during the week we're open from noon to 7, and on the weekends we're open from noon to 5.
Well, that's fantastic. Make sure you stop on out, correct?
Absolutely.
Everybody's welcome all the time.
Everybody's welcome from noon to 7, noon to 5, and come out if you want to look for animals. That's great. We've got those. If you want to bring us donations, bring us those too. We're excited to see you.
Well, Jan, thanks so much for being with us here today, and enjoy the rest of the day.
I will. Thanks for having us.
That's Jan Clark, the Cedar Valley Humane Society, here before we get set the Colonels and Kane County this afternoon.
I don't know how you did it.
What, riding our bikes across the state?
Well, getting my master's?
No, paying off your house early.
Oh, that was easy. A while back, we talked with Viridian Credit Union, and they got us into a 10 and done loan. Refinancing lowered our rate, and closing costs were only $200.
Yeah, it was really easy, and we saved enough money to take this trip to Europe.
Viridian's been great, helping us with all of our finances.
Now, if they could only teach us French.
Your Kaplan University Skills for Success for today. We'll take a look at our Colonels and Cougars pitching matchup. Colonels will go with right-hander Hudson Boyd. He's 1-3 in a 5.79 ERA. Dylan Maples, a right-hander, goes for Kane County. He's 0-1 and a 7.06 earned run average. Thanks to Kaplan University for your Kaplan University Skills for Success. Now a look at your TwinsDaily.com Twins organizational report. The Twins won 4-3 at Washington in 11 innings over the Nationals. Joe Mauer homered and doubled. Today the Twins scheduled to play a doubleheader in D.C. against the Nats. First pitch in Game 1, 12:30, and Game 2 will be at 6 o'clock. Rochester lost 8-1 to Toledo. They go at it again today as Kyle Gibson takes the ball. New Britain split a doubleheader at Bowie. Fort Myers won 5-4 against Bradenton. And that is a look at your TwinsDaily.com Twins organizational report.
The 1-0 from Lee. High chopper to short. Back no, off the glove of Polanco into left field. The runner coming home. Contreras, the throw from Williams to the plate. Tag put on, and out at home plate is Wilson Contreras. The 2-2. Slow chopper up the third base line. Candelario charges, has no play. A run scores. Colonels are on the board. Bouncing ball to second, Lycan dive. Nice stop, gets to his feet, goes to first. He got it.
Viridian Credit Union knows what I'm about. I have strong values and beliefs, and I support important causes. Is that true where you bank? I trust Viridian to do what's right for myself and my community. They make me feel welcome, and I like that they save me money. They make things easy for me. I mean, they have an app, and they're open 7 days a week. That's why I love Viridian Credit Union. Viridian gets me. That's why I switched.